Have you ever looked at a tiny, fragile, day-old chick, barely larger than a lemon, and wondered how such a delicate spark of life can transform into a strong, magnificent bird in only a matter of weeks? Welcome back to Farmyard Care, your home for raising happy, healthy flocks the natural way. Today, we are beginning a journey that connects ancient wisdom with modern science. And at the center of this journey is a humble, everyday ingredient that may already be sitting in your kitchen pantry, an ingredient believed to support faster, stronger chicken growth, protect your flock from deadly diseases, and do it all without relying on synthetic chemicals or expensive commercial drugs. Yes, we are talking about garlic. But wait, is garlic truly safe for chickens? Perhaps you have searched through online forums and come across alarming warnings claiming that garlic is toxic, that it can poison your bird's blood, or that it will make their eggs taste like a garlic-covered pizza. Today, we are going to separate those frightening myths from the scientific facts. We will explore what garlic actually does inside a chicken's body and discover how this simple kitchen ingredient could become part of a profitable home-based poultry model, especially for anyone searching for a gentle, low-stress venture to enjoy during their golden years. But you must also be careful. Garlic is incredibly powerful, and when used incorrectly, it may cause serious digestive discomfort, trigger silent anemia, or even introduce a deadly toxin into your coop. Stay with us until the very end, because we will reveal the exact dosages, the best preparation methods, and 4 critical mistakes that every poultry keeper must avoid. Chapter 1. The Alchemy of Allicin, Nature's Secret Shield. To truly understand the remarkable power of garlic, we need to look closely at its microscopic chemistry. In its whole, untouched form, a garlic clove is surprisingly calm and almost odorless. Its secret weapon remains locked inside. Within the cells of garlic is an inactive amino acid known as alanine. In separate compartments inside those same cells is a specialized enzyme called allinase. The two remain apart, quietly waiting. But the instant you crush, bruise, or chop the clove, its cell walls break open. Alline and allinase suddenly meet, creating an immediate chemical reaction. In a flash of natural alchemy, they produce a powerful and highly volatile compound called allicin. This active molecule gives garlic its famous pungent aroma, but more importantly, it is responsible for many of garlic's strongest therapeutic effects. Allicin acts like one of nature's most powerful organic shields. When chickens consume freshly crushed garlic, allicin reacts directly with thiol groups in the proteins of invading pathogens. This interferes with their metabolism and damages their protective cell walls. It works as a highly selective antimicrobial agent. While harsh synthetic antibiotics may destroy nearly everything in their path and leave the digestive system empty and vulnerable, allicin focuses on harmful organisms such as Escherichia coli, Salmonella, and Clostridium. And here is the most remarkable part. Garlic can also act as a prebiotic for beneficial bacteria. It leaves friendly lactobacillus colonies unharmed, allowing them to multiply and thrive in a supportive digestive environment. But there is one important rule to remember. Always use fresh, raw garlic. Cooking destroys the delicate allinase enzyme, making garlic far less useful for supporting your flock's immune system. If you want this natural shield to work, you must allow the raw chemical reaction to take place. Chapter 2. The Biological Engine, Gut Morphology and Rapid Growth. How can one simple herb help a chicken grow faster and become heavier? Is it merely imagination? No. The answer can be found in the physical structure of the chicken's digestive tract. Inside your chicken's intestines are millions of microscopic finger-like projections called villi. Imagine these villi as tiny, eager hands reaching out to collect proteins, fats, vitamins, and other nutrients from every mouthful of feed. The taller and healthier these villi become, the greater the surface area available for nutrient absorption. When garlic is added to the flock's diet, its active organosulfur compounds stimulate the release of pancreatic enzymes while increasing the flow of saliva and gastric juices. This helps optimize the digestive process. Even more importantly, garlic encourages the intestinal villi to grow longer and healthier. It also improves the ratio between villus height and crypt depth, turning the intestinal wall into a far more efficient nutrient-absorbing system. This allows chickens to achieve an impressive feed conversion ratio, commonly known as FCR. In simple terms, FCR measures how much feed you must purchase to produce a pound of meat or a dozen eggs. With garlic in their diet, chickens are able to use their feed more efficiently. They extract more nutrition from each bite and transform grain into strong bones and high-quality muscle. In a landmark study involving Vencob broilers, chickens receiving a diet supplemented with only 1.5% garlic powder achieved the highest cumulative body weight. They reached an impressive 2,879.70 grams, while the unsupplemented control group reached only 2,604.75 grams. Their feed conversion ratio also fell to an exceptionally efficient 1.62. That means spending less money on feed while raising larger, healthier, and heavier birds. Isn't that the goal of every small-scale poultry keeper? Chapter 3. The Fortress of Immunity, Beyond Coccidiosis and Mites. Every poultry keeper knows the heartbreaking moment of entering the coop and finding a bird that was active only yesterday, now huddled in a corner, pale, drooping, and covered in fluffed-up feathers. Chickens are prey animals. Their natural instinct is to hide signs of illness until their condition has become extremely serious. That is why prevention is almost always less expensive and more compassionate than waiting for a cure. Garlic acts as a natural immunomodulator. It strengthens the chicken's immune system by supporting the development of essential lymphoid organs, including the thymus, spleen, and bursa of Fabricius. These organs serve as the primary factories where disease-fighting white blood cells and antibodies are produced. Studies show that garlic can significantly increase circulating white blood cells, lymphocytes, and protective immunoglobulins, such as IgG and IgM. In this way, garlic helps transform your flock into a living fortress. Now let us talk about two of the most feared enemies in poultry keeping: coccidiosis and mites. Coccidiosis is caused by the microscopic Eimeria parasite. It attacks and destroys the intestinal lining of young birds, often leading to bloody droppings and mortality rates that may rise above 50%. Synthetic coccidiostats can be expensive, and they may gradually lose effectiveness as parasites develop drug resistance. Garlic, however, stands as a natural and highly effective anticoccidial. The allicin found in liquid garlic extract directly attacks the Eimeria parasite, reducing the number of oocysts shed through droppings, lowering intestinal lesion scores, and protecting the integrity of the gut without causing drug resistance. But what about those tiny blood-sucking vampires known as northern fowl mites and red mites? When chickens consume garlic regularly, volatile sulfur compounds circulate through their bloodstream. To mites, these compounds make the bird's blood extremely undesirable. If your flock already has an active infestation, you can prepare a powerful 10% garlic juice spray. Applying this organic, non-toxic spray directly around the chicken's vent, once a week, for 3 consecutive weeks, can achieve a success rate of up to 96% in repelling and eliminating these pests. No harsh chemicals, no toxic residues, only the clean, concentrated power of nature. Chapter 4. The Art of the Golden Ratio, Dosages for Every Life Stage. This is where many enthusiastic poultry keepers make their first serious mistake. They think, if a little garlic is good, then a huge amount must be even better. Please remember this clearly. In organic farming, moderation is the golden key. Too little garlic may fail to deliver its therapeutic benefits, but too much can irritate the delicate mucous membranes of the digestive tract, reduce feed consumption, and even cause oxidative damage to red blood cells. So, what is the ideal scientifically supported dosage for your flock? Let us break it down according to each stage of life. First are the precious baby chicks. Garlic should be introduced early, but very gently. Beginning at around 2 weeks of age is considered ideal. Add a mild dose of 0.5% garlic powder to their starter feed, or crush 1 fresh garlic clove into 1 liter of drinking water twice each week. This gentle introduction supports the development of their immune systems. It also conditions their taste buds, helping them accept garlic water more easily as they grow into adults. Week 2 is the grower stage, from 4 to 12 weeks of age. As their bodies become stronger and more resilient, the amount can be increased to approximately 1% garlic powder in their feed. Third are the hardworking laying hens. Layers can thrive on a consistent dosage of 1.5% garlic powder in their feed. You may also provide one freshly crushed garlic clove in each liter of water once a week. This supports continuous egg production, strengthens eggshells, and helps lower bad cholesterol levels in the yolks. Fourth are the meat-producing broilers. During the finishing stage, broilers may benefit from up to 2% garlic powder in their feed to maximize growth and improve feed efficiency, but never go beyond the 2% threshold. When garlic supplementation rises to 3% or more, its pungent smell and volatile compounds may make the feed unpleasant to eat. The birds may begin consuming less, while the excessive sulfur concentration can disturb their intestinal balance and negatively affect the flavor of both meat and eggs. Respect the golden ratio and allow nature to do the rest. Chapter 5. Synergistic Powerhouses. Garlic's Ultimate Companions. In the natural world, plants rarely grow alone. They grow together in communities, supporting one another and increasing each other's strength. When garlic is combined with other safe organic botanicals, it can create a synergistic effect, a natural partnership in which the combined benefit is greater than what each plant could provide alone. Let us look at 3 of garlic's most powerful companions, all of which can be grown or sourced at home. The first is ginger. Ginger is well known for its warming, soothing, and anti-inflammatory properties. When 0.25% garlic powder is combined with 0.25% ginger powder in starter feed, the results can be remarkable. Studies show that this low-level combination stimulates digestive enzymes, producing excellent daily weight gain and an extremely efficient feed conversion ratio of only 1.49 in young chicks. The second companion is thyme. Thyme contains powerful natural phenols, such as thymol and carvacrol, both of which act as highly potent natural bactericides. A combination of 1% garlic powder and 1% thyme powder can be mixed into the flock's feed as a safe and effective natural growth promoter. Together, these herbs increase total antioxidant capacity and protect the birds against environmental stress more effectively than either herb used alone. The third companion is the miracle tree, Moringa oleifera. Moringa leaves are a nutritional powerhouse, filled with proteins, minerals, and vitamins. By combining 1% moringa leaf powder with 1% garlic powder in the bird's diet, you can significantly reduce abdominal fat accumulation in broilers. Even more impressively, this combination greatly lowers the number of harmful Enterobacteriaceae and coliform bacteria living in the ileum. It helps cleanse the digestive tract, leaving the birds lighter, cleaner, and filled with energy. Chapter 6. The Farmyard Alchemist. Safe Homemade Preparation Methods. At this point, you may be wondering, this sounds wonderful, but how can I prepare these garlic remedies at home without spending a fortune on commercial supplements? Do not worry. You can become a farmyard alchemist in your own kitchen using 2 simple techniques, the dry method and the wet method. Let us begin with the dry method for producing your own pure, organic garlic powder. First, source and slice the garlic. Choose fresh, firm garlic bulbs from a local farmer's market. Peel the cloves, then cut them into slices that are as thin and even as possible using a food processor or a sharp kitchen knife. Consistent thickness is important because it allows every slice to dry at the same rate. Next, dehydrate the garlic. Arrange the slices in a single layer across the dehydrator trays. Set the temperature between 50 and 60 degrees Celsius, with 58 degrees being ideal. Allow the slices to dry for approximately 12 to 18 hours, or until they are completely dry and brittle. Each slice should snap cleanly in half like a dry twig. If it bends or feels rubbery, it still contains moisture and needs more time. Here is one critical alchemist rule. Never allow the temperature to rise above 65 degrees Celsius. Excessive heat can permanently damage the delicate allinase enzyme, causing the powder to lose much of its healing power. Once the slices are fully dry, grind them into a fine powder using a clean coffee grinder or a pestle and mortar. Store the finished golden powder in an airtight glass jar, protected from moisture and direct light. Now let us move to the wet method for creating a fresh liquid infusion. Peel and crush 5 to 6 fresh garlic cloves using the flat side of a knife or a garlic press. Remember, crushing is the action that activates the allicin. Add the crushed garlic to 4 liters of clean, cool water. Allow it to rest for 5 to 10 minutes so the active compounds can fully stabilize. You may strain out the garlic pieces if you prefer. Then pour the fresh, immune-supporting liquid directly into your chicken's drinkers. It is simple, inexpensive, and incredibly effective. Chapter 7. The Silent Killers. Botulism and the Danger of Garlic Oils. But stop. Before you rush into your kitchen and begin mixing raw garlic with any oil or container you have available, we must discuss a silent and deadly danger that could destroy your entire flock overnight. This chapter could save your chickens' lives. Many well-intentioned backyard poultry keepers make the mistake of placing freshly crushed garlic into a bottle of olive oil or vegetable oil. They leave it on a shelf at room temperature and later drizzle the oil over their chicken's feed. Please, never do this. Raw garlic is a low-acid bulb that grows in soil. Because of this, it may naturally carry spores from a bacterium called Clostridium botulinum. When raw garlic is submerged in oil, it creates a moist, low-acid environment with no oxygen. This becomes the perfect environment for botulinum spores to awaken, multiply, and produce botulinum toxin, one of the deadliest biological poisons on Earth. Even a tiny amount of contaminated garlic oil can cause progressive and fatal paralysis in chickens, a condition known as limberneck or botulism. If you want to prepare garlic oil, you must follow the scientific acidification method developed by food safety experts at the University of Idaho. Begin by mixing 1 tablespoon of citric acid powder into 2 cups of clean water. This creates a 3% citric acid solution. Add 2/3 of a cup of coarsely chopped fresh garlic, making sure every piece remains completely submerged. Allow the garlic to soak at room temperature for exactly 24 hours. This acidic bath lowers the garlic's pH to below 4.2, completely removing the risk of botulism. After soaking, drain and dry the garlic. You may then submerge it in the vegetable oil of your choice. Now you have a safe, antimicrobial garlic oil that can be stored and used without fear. Another option is to infuse garlic in apple cider vinegar. Because apple cider vinegar is naturally very acidic, it remains completely safe from botulism. There is one more life-saving warning you must remember. Never place garlic water or acidified apple cider vinegar water inside a galvanized steel drinker. The natural acids can quickly corrode the galvanized coating, causing dangerous and potentially lethal amounts of zinc to leach directly into your chicken's water. Whenever you supplement your flock, always use high-quality plastic, ceramic, or glass drinkers. Chapter 8. The Homestead Business. Raising Noi Chickens for Profit. Now let us take a step back and consider the larger picture. Why are you raising chickens? Is it simply an enjoyable hobby, or could it become something much greater? For many people, especially those entering their golden years, there is a deep desire to discover a gentle, small-scale, and highly profitable venture that can be managed from the comfort of home. It is the kind of business that keeps the body active, strengthens the connection with nature, and provides a steady, reliable source of income. This is where the organic poultry model truly begins to shine. By using natural and inexpensive supplements such as garlic, you can produce a premium product that earns a much higher price in the local market. Consider the beautiful example of the Vietnamese Noi chicken. The Noi is a beloved native breed, highly valued for its strong health, its ability to withstand harsh conditions, and its exceptionally firm and flavorful meat. In local markets, Noi chicken meat can sell for more than twice the price of ordinary commercial chicken. By raising valuable native breeds such as the Noi chicken and supplementing their drinking water with 3 to 4% freshly ground garlic, you can achieve remarkable results. The birds may grow more quickly and develop improved carcass quality. Garlic can also significantly reduce triglycerides and bad cholesterol in their blood and meat. But what happens to the eggs? Many poultry keepers fear that feeding garlic to laying hens will cause their eggs to taste strongly of garlic. Science, however, has shown the exact opposite. When hens receive standard amounts of garlic, the amount of volatile sulfur in their eggs actually decreases. During taste tests, people overwhelmingly prefer these eggs, describing them as milder, richer, and cleaner tasting than ordinary eggs. And there is another surprising benefit for backyard poultry farmers. Adding garlic to the chicken's diet can dramatically reduce the strong ammonia odor of their droppings. Instead of smelling like a manure pile, your coop may begin to smell more like a warm Italian pizzeria, keeping the backyard fresher and the neighbors happier. The soul of the farmyard. As the sun sets over another peaceful day in the farmyard, let us reflect on the lessons this humble garlic bulb has shared with us. Is raising chickens only about the grain placed in their feeders, or is it connected to something deeper? It is about learning to hear the quiet rhythms of the earth. It is about recognizing that we may not need expensive, synthetic, and potentially harmful chemicals to raise healthy, powerful lives. Nature has already provided what we need, quietly hidden among the roots, bulbs, and herbs growing in our gardens. Whether you are an experienced farmer caring for a large flock or an older adult beginning your first backyard venture to bring greater joy and extra income into your retirement years, always remember this. Success begins with patience, knowledge, and gentle, loving care. Start small. Observe your birds carefully. Listen to their soft clucking. They will tell you exactly what they need. Have you ever used garlic on your farm? Or are you ready to take your first step by planting a few cloves in your garden this weekend? Share your story in the comments and become part of our beautiful Farmyard Care community. We read every comment, and we want to continue this natural farming journey right beside you. Do not forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next guide to natural farming. Until next time, keep your coops clean, keep your flocks happy, and allow your farmyard to truly grow. Goodbye, beautiful people. Take good care of yourselves and your birds.